games where you drive are nothing new. It doesn't matter if you're taking someone or a package, having to handle the hardship along the way can make for a fun game. But I think that's not what people mean by labyrinth of streets. Man is a 99-cent game from December 2021 from Proactive Games, a Brazilian studio. I really like simple games, and this is one of them. You control the rock as a delivery person, perpetually leaning forward, and you have the evergreen objective to get a pizza somewhere on the map and deliver it some other place on the map. The playability isn't super complex, which is good. Simplicity usually works best for something like this. The scenario isn't wonderful, but it's not bad either. The labyrinth really does work, since you'll hardly be able to memorize it all, and beyond the platforms themselves, metal doors close to change the pathways. The aesthetics are a little too basic. The metal doors, for instance, seem to clash a bit with the rest. Maybe if they were textures like the earth itself, that would make them more difficult to predict, since they'd be harder to differentiate. But all of that isn't a big problem for a simpler and fun game. The bigger problem the game has is that the game self-destructs after a few minutes. You have some time to go get the pizza and then more time to take the pizza to its destination. Only the destination is random, while the time is fixed. So it doesn't matter how many times you are lucky enough to be able to get the pizza and take it in time, you just get 5 seconds when you grab the pizza and 10 seconds when you deliver it. Unless you have a lot of luck and start to have closer deliveries, which take less than 15 seconds, there's no way to compensate. And this is not considering that you only get time if you have less than 80 seconds. This guarantees your game will end no matter how good you are. I'd say it should be an easy fix. You can keep the 80-second lid, but if your target is going to be randomized, you need to make the time increase as your target gets farther away. Or maybe you can place 1 or 2 time increasing items on the way. One way or another, the game can be fun, but it's quite hard to defend a game that destroys your chance to keep having fun. On the other hand, in a philosophical issue that I'm so very sure was the author's main motivation, delivery people have a hard job, especially in this gig economy, in which everyone wants to pretend that one can just be an Uber or delivery person, and that's an easy way to live. So, this could be seen as an interesting interpretation on how the job works. With no real human contact, you navigate paths that seem illogical and mean nothing to you, take something that means nothing to you until a spot where you deliver it without even really seeing to whom. To me, who don't drive, this representation makes a lot of sense. I can remember the streets I go by a lot, but this map borders on Penrose's Triangle, which is a nice way to show what strange streets can feel like perfectly well. Of course, it doesn't help that when I jump I might get into the land a bit, or that the bike got stuck on its side more than once and I seem to be skidding the whole time. But for less than $1, I'd say it's worth it if they fix the self-destruct button misfiring.